Hey everybody, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW Classic, the Burning Crusade. We are going to start off today by hunting some murlocs. We need to pick up Captain Calicendra's cargo, and we're also going to head up here to the north on the little island and pick up fish heads, which will be another murloc quest. In fact, I think we ought to go pick that up before we do much looking around for the weapon crates, because we're going to be fighting lots of murlocs as we do that. I was kind of hoping we'd run into some cats along the way, but it looks like this stretch of the island here is basically abandoned by all mobs. This is one of those quests that it's helpful to have Questie, because without Questie, there is a big chance that you would not find this guy. I actually went a couple of years during the original Burning Crusade before I knew that this quest existed.
We will persevere.
Let's see. Greetings, rogue. Take a look toward the shore. What do you see? That's right. Our beach, the tranquil shore, has been infested with the malignancy known as the Murloc. This blight will not stand. I have a task for you. If you feel that you're up to it, I would have their heads. Let us see if we can put a dent in their numbers so large. If they have any sense at all, they will return to the murky depths from which they sprang.
Remember the sun well.
Okay, and yeah, I think we can pair these up. Yeah, we can come over here to get the cargo, and while we're getting the cargo, we can be looting heads. Otherwise, we'll have to fight murlocs 2 separate times for 2 separate quests, and nobody wants to fight that many murlocs. They can be quite troublesome creatures. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to fight any over here. I'm going to cross the river because all of the cargo is going to be on the far side, the southern side of the inlet. We have aggroed a buddy. Let's deal with him. Now we do have our arcane torrent here for an interrupt, which we're gonna need because apparently these guys are gonna spam flash heals at themselves, which I think is a little bit overpowered for a level 8 mob to do. Especially because most classes at this level are not gonna have any kind of interrupt. I guess you could say that the Blood Elves are always gonna have an interrupt, so it's okay. And yeah, it would be okay if they'd only try the heal once. Doing the heal twice, in my opinion, is a little bit cheap. Corpse of Pally Morty? Sorry, buddy. Got a few people leveling up at 9 AM this morning, so, you know, the server's not completely empty. We have a druid here, which I'm assuming must be a Tauren. We could pick up the cargo from the crates as well. Am I gonna aggro the one in the water? Probably. Okay, I'm clearly the master of stealth. Oh, good. Yeah, we're obviously not gonna be able to survive that. Well. That is a good way to start. So let's try somewhere else. Like, maybe over here. Oh, oh, that's right. That's right. It's been a couple of days since I logged into the rogue. We need a dagger to use backstab, which I already knew and then I forgot. No backstabbing for us. We're also going to want to pull these guys. Oh, we've got 2. This is great. Maybe we can just keep the one and we can drop the Oracle. The Oracle is definitely going to heal this guy. Oh, this is awesome. Just awesome. Yeah, and then we need to run away. We need this guy to... We literally just need him to stop following us, which you'd think he would have leashed by now. But he didn't leash, so... There we go. He did leash at the very last minute. One more hit, and we would have been done for. We have to loot everything. We have no spring paw pelts yet. I need to just hope that maybe something can drop for us here. Okay, now let's try to find the Murloc body. Here, it's over this way. This right here is like what I hate most about playing in TBC progression, is having to listen to all of the boosts. And the alternative is you remove yourself from this channel, and then you don't get to look for group in that way. You're then totally dependent upon the looking for group tool, which might just be a cleaner place to be. In fact, I am quite sick of staring at this, so let's go ahead and just remove ourselves from it and move on with life. Okay, yep, that's right. We don't need to stealth here, really. It's pointless. It did allow us to kind of get the jump on them before they start attacking us. I think we got a scroll of some kind. Interesting. What you have found here is a waterproofed leather tube containing a number of sheets of parchment. By the markings upon them, the pages are clearly navigation rudders, and each bears the signature of Captain Calasendra. You've heard of a small defended camp. Yeah, we know all about the camp. Not only have we heard of it, we're on a quest for her right now. That's just kind of weirdly put. They have to assume that, like, not everybody's been to that little camp, I guess, when they write the quest. You'll kind of notice that, like, we haven't gotten a single head yet. I'm assuming we're just, like, bashing them all in. And none of them are fit enough to put in our sack and return to the guy. That's what I have to assume. Yeah, we need to be a little careful here. The last thing we need is to pull this other oracle, like, or any other enemy. Let's just come right way back here, okay? There we go. Oh, good. We somehow still managed to pull this. Now, these guys are just going to cross-heal, I think. Yeah, I don't know of any world where they don't just cross-heal each other. Okay, no, we got him down to 1 HP, and he healed, so we're out. Ah, jeez. Am I ever going to be good at this class? That's kind of the question I have to start asking myself before we get too far. Am I ever going to be good at this class? I feel like I had a much easier time on the Night Elf than I'm having on the Blood Elf. That was a hard mode run where, like, 1 death and we were deleting the character. And we got to, like, level 15 or 16. Granted, I'm not playing exactly the same way, but right now I'm kind of feeling, like, incredibly weak. Incredibly weak for what seems to be an area set up for multiple enemies to pull at once. We could get in here and loot some crates. It's not going to help us with the heads. We're still going to need all the heads. Oh, hi there. Yeah, of course we couldn't loot a single chest. Yeah, see, one-on-one we're okay. We really can't fight 2 enemies at once. I think things are going to drastically change for us whenever we get dual wield. Which I'm, like, I'm hoping it's at level 10. It has to be at level 10 because we got it on the Night Elf Rogue, and that character didn't live for long, like I said. So it has to be coming up pretty soon. Maybe I have to learn it from the weapon trainer because it wasn't something listed as an unavailable talent. Yeah, we're literally going to get all of our cargo, and we're still not going to have a single head, which is a little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. I'm wondering if the enemies to the north of the inlet have a higher chance of dropping the heads, perhaps. That's really all I can think of. Hey, there's a Murloc head to commemorate level 9. One more level till we open up our talent trees. I think I need to train level 8 spells, and by spells I mean abilities, so that's a real thing. Let's start making our way back to the north to head over to the quest giver, and we'll kind of fight things as we go. The one saving grace about these Murlocs is that they don't seem incredibly inclined to run away. We don't need Girl yet. I think if we turn the cargo in to Calasandra, she'll give us the follow-up quest to kill Murgle, so maybe we should go do that first. Before we think about anything else. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good idea. It's a little bit out of our way, but we're not going to have any other reason to come back over here except to kill Murgle, so let's turn it in, let's get Murgle, let's finish our heads, and then we could be done with this western part. I am just going to run past all these guys. Which I really shouldn't be doing, because what I should be doing is I should be coming up here onto the hills and looking for Springpaw Stalkers. I probably need to remind myself that I can use evasion a little bit more. It's only on a 5-minute cooldown, so if I do get that situation where we pull 2 enemies, we could probably fight it. I just need to blow evasion pretty quickly. And try to remember that it's not like a big 30-minute cooldown, that it's something we can do, you know, every once in a while. Once every 10 pulls or so, we'll probably be able to do it. You did it, you saved me from ruin and delivered my revenge upon those disgusting creatures. Now if I can just get these pretty rangers here to help me with this cargo, I'll finally get out of here. And the Lost Orders. I had no idea that those disgusting Grimscale Murlocs had also pirated away with my navigation rudders.
Death to all who oppose us.
Oh, she doesn't have the Murgle quest. Huh. Okay, okay. Interesting. Let's... I'm really hoping that we're not going to get that quest given to us from back in town. but I'm kind of hard pressed to figure out, you know what? Maybe we get it after we do the heads. Could that be it? I don't know. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Let's focus on the heads, and we'll get that done. Yeah, that's really weird. I thought for sure she was the one to give us the quest for Murgle. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Okay, over here we have foragers and seers. Kind of hoping that the seers can't heal. Maybe they'll be easier to deal with than the oracles when we pull multiples like we just did. Okay, there's evasion. Let's see if this lets us live. So far so good, actually. Bottle of poison, 2 nature damage every 3 seconds. Seems like they're taking a trick from our future book. But yeah, hey, that worked out. So I just need to, you know, keep in mind I can pop evasion, and apparently we can handle up to 3 enemies with that. Might be a good time to get started on a little bit of first aid. We really haven't had to heal up much yet, so that's kind of been a blessing, but can't exactly count on that to continue, I guess. Too much longer to the future. We are going to need to like heal up between some fights. So there we go. We have 6 bandages for when we need to do that. I do really like the pacing of the rogue. I love the energy system. I like just being able to wait a minute, having full energy back, being able to go on to the next enemy. So far, the rhythm has been good once we kind of get into a good rhythm. I'm really hoping that we're not going to rely on stealth, that we can do a combat build, and that I won't get completely flamed for hardly ever using stealth in normal combats. Yeah, we have reached capacity here. That's not really good. These guys drop quite a bit of random stuff, so you know what the problem is. Nope, these are not ones we can open, so that's not the problem. The problem is just my lack of remembering to sell stuff. That's the problem. The malachite, we're not going to be able to pick up. How many more heads do we need? Okay, we only need 2 more. We should be able to do this without it being too impactful. It's great that we're like perma-poisoned, so we are just perpetually, completely green. Could have done with just the clouds and not really just turning my entire character green. That would have been lovely. Alright, 1 more head. Can we pull you out? Yes, we can. And there we go. Okay, let's turn this in. We'll see if it follows up to Murgle. We'll go grab him, even though we don't have a lot of inventory space. And then we'll hearth after we do that and get that turned in. If it doesn't chain into Murgle, then yeah, we're just gonna hearth now. He's like double marked for the turn-in, which I don't really understand. Unless one is the normal marker and one is Questie, and they're not quite synced up.
Our enemies will fall.
Let's see. We Rangers of the Farsighted Retreat are dedicated to setting right the damage that has been wreaked upon our fair lands. Okay. A job well done. By the smell of it, I'd say you returned all that I asked for, and possibly more. I'm sure we can find some use for these. A stew. No, you can't. You're gonna make a fish head stew, man, out of murlocs? It sounds disgusting. Here we go. The Ring of Mrgl. The Grimskull Murlocs have not been scared off by your efforts, but I think I know what will send them packing, as well as get me some personal retribution. They have a Murloc chieftain that calls himself Mrgl. It wanders the Golden Strand south of the river inlet. The beast once slew a compatriot of mine, and now wears his ring in open defiance and mockery.
We will have justice.
What a jerk. In open defiance and mockery. I'm sure he put all that thought into it. Maybe he did. I guess some Murlocs probably have more intellect than others. You'd have to look at their character sheet, though, to determine that for sure. Little RPG joke. Okay, so we have his path here, so anywhere along this path he can kind of spawn and walk around. We'll just kind of hang out in that area and see if we can find him. The good news is, you know, without a ton of people here... Oh, I say that, but then the number of people has doubled. We'll see. Maybe if we find another player nearby, we'll just invite them to a group, and that way whoever tags it, we will just be able to get it done. Paladins, guys, it's gonna be a long, boring road. I'm so sorry. It's interesting though, like, this appears on the map, but they don't put any of the paths on the minimap. I wonder if that's some kind of technical limitation of the add-on. Not that I necessarily want it on the minimap anyway, so maybe it's for the best that it's not there. We'll clear some of these guys. There he is. I see his orange and pink fins from here. Let's try to find an angle of approach that will let us use our throwing knives. And try to time it so that maybe we don't pull a bunch of his buddies with him, which he is just heading right into the little town here. We are not going to be able to pull him out of that. It looks like he's going to go a little bit further, then he's going to turn around. We're just going to have to be patient here. Let's take a look. Can we come up here and nab a spring paw? Probably. I mean, he's just going to kind of circle around anyway. Guess there's no reason not to do that to get a couple of extra damage points in. Oh! Yes, we don't have any of these yet, so we don't even have a stack. Perfect. Maybe this is not the time to be doing this. Okay. And yeah, now he's turning all the way back around. Okay. Let's just see who else we get. We didn't get anybody else. Okay then. He has a big heal. Son of a biscuit. We shouldn't have stopped the lightning bolt. We should have stopped the heal. I had no idea that he had a heal. I should have assumed he had a heal. But it's okay. It's okay we still don't have room for the ring. Let's go ahead and eat this. Somebody tossed out a big fear. Oh, they all got feared when we killed Murgle. Oh, that's actually pretty awesome. That's actually pretty cool interaction there. Let's see. Can we equip anything? That's better. Okay, unfortunately we do have to head all the way back over to that guy just to turn it in. The good thing is, once we do that, we are free to hearth back to Fairbreeze Village. We have a quest there to turn in, and then we'll start thinking about what we're going to do next. We're going to look at the levels of the quest and see. I think the stuff farther out to the east was a higher level. But then again, we're finishing most of the stuff over here to the west, so... we need the Springpaw Pelts. We do kind of need to focus that. Scorched Grove and Somber Task is level 9 and 10. Whitebark's Pendant is level 10. The stuff out here is level 9. Maybe we take care of them. Oh, yeah, that's a tree, Robert. It's a tree, man. You gotta look at your game sometimes. I think we could go take care of this level 9 quest, do this level 9 quest. And then I think we're going to wrap up over here before we push out to the east. That's kind of the plan. Get this little area taken care of down here, and then we'll push out to the east after that. This is quite an interesting hill. I really wish we could walk up more parts of it.
Victory lies ahead. The reckoning is at hand.
Yeah, I mean, we do so much damage already, even with the one weapon, that it's gonna be interesting to see how the class plays when we're dual wielding, because yeah, we already seem to be able to do quite a bit to a single target. I have to admit, I like seeing the crits pop up. I've never had like a really big DPS mindset, and it's kind of the reason why I've avoided playing DPS classes. But they are a lot of fun. I just don't have that mindset to try to like push for more and more and more DPS, which I think a lot of good DPS players have. I'm just kind of happy to get along as long as we're not dying constantly. I'm happy enough with whatever we're doing. That being said, if you guys have tips and stuff about the rogue, I would gladly hear them. It doesn't always mean that I'm going to act on feedback and change anything that I'm doing, but it's always nice to have other people's thoughts and points of view on how to best play a class that you're not familiar with.
Anaria Shola.
Okay, Farstrider retreat. Your help in subduing the wretched has been invaluable. The Farstriders would surely have use for someone like you in their fight against the Amani trolls. Look for the Farstrider retreat to the northeast of here.
Farewell.
There is our breadcrumb to the eastern part of the zone. Let's take care of some housekeeping and clean our inventory out here.
Do not loiter.
Can get a quick repair in. Skinning knife we need. 3 to 6. No, we don't need that. We're gonna keep the sword. And we're gonna sell the daggers. This is some epic music to be vendoring to. Okay, and let's see. You don't have any bags, unfortunately. What about you?
Everything has a price.
You have a 10-slot bag and an 8-slot bag, but you don't sell a 6-slot bag. I don't want to blow all of our silver on one bag. Maybe the general goods vendor here will have something more appropriate to how broke we are. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and get that guy down here. Okay, and I think he also has one of the items we need for the Sarathiel quest. There we go.
Keep your wits about you.
Glory to the Sindori.
Let's grab the leather, of course.
The reckoning is at hand.
We'll go ahead and equip that. Some nice new to us pants that have clearly seen better days, but that's totally fine. What do we want to do now? Part of me knows that I have to do some training. I think that's what I'm going to have to do now. I think I'm going to take us back. I mean, I guess I could probably just go to the ruins of Silvermoon if I'm just going to look for the rogue trainer there. Yeah, I'm going to train, guys, and I'm going to spare you some of the journey, and then we will start working on these quests over here. Okay, well, we had in fact trained our level 8 skills, so I ground out the last 3 bubbles of experience to get to level 10, and at level 10 we did learn dual wield. We learned a few different things, so let's go ahead and have a look. We learned Slice and Dice, finishing move that increases melee attack speed. Last longer per combo point. Okay, that might be a good thing to open with on a longer fight, possibly. Let's put it there. We got Sprint, which is great. I kind of want to change that, but maybe for now I will do this. And we got sap. So sap we can go ahead and put on our stealth bar for if we want to crowd control an enemy. And we also picked up our first rogue quest, which I actually have no idea where this is at. Oh, these are... I was like, what is this that it's marking? I've never seen it mark meeting stones before. That's interesting. I guess this... No, that's not the rogue quest. Yeah, I have no idea where the rogue quest is. We could read it and find out. One of our scouts has taken too strong an interest in his duties. He surveys our enemies relentlessly, but he sends no reports of his findings. How do you know he's doing his job relentlessly if he's not sending any reports? You must find this spy, Keltis Darkleaf, convince him to hand over his reports, and return it to me as swiftly as possible. He can be found far to the southwest, where the Elrondar River forks and flows around Golden Mist Village. The Night Elves of Andorath are his quarry, and he won't be far from them. Okay, that's in the Ghostlands, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think that's down in the Ghostlands. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really want to work on that right now, to be honest.
Glory to the Sindorai.
Oh, missing in Ghostlands. Yeah, my nephew was sent into the Ghostlands a few days ago. He never mentioned anything about his task, except that it was of an extremely secret nature. He never returned, and I fear the worst. A missing messenger might not mean much to the callous magisters of Silvermoon, but he's like a son to me.
Remember the sun well.
I have a feeling we will find him quite dead. The problem with dual wield, by the way, was that we have two weapons that are both main hand weapons, so we can't put one of those in our offhand. We would need to find a different weapon, and I don't know if any of these fine folks here sell weapons, so that is kind of a letdown. Let's look over here. And see, no, you... What do you sell? You have Dragonhawk pets. That's really cool. But not what we need. Is there nobody here that sells any kind of weapons? Trade supplies, repairs. Okay, yeah, we're out of luck right now, I guess. We are just out of luck until we get our next weapon. So, that being the case, let's just head over here and work on these, this kill quest. I definitely would have bought a weapon in either Falconwing Square or in Silvermoon if I had thought for a moment there wouldn't be a vendor out here. Definitely had the opportunity to buy weapons. Oh, and I guess we need to take a look at our talent trees as well. I think we're going to go into combat. Reducing the energy cost of our Sinister Strike seems good right off the bat. Gouge, I don't really care about. Deflection, okay. Goes into riposte. Improved slice and dice, precision. Dual wield specialization. Yeah, I think that's... But, I mean, improved eviscerate seems really good, too. I think we just start here. Reducing the cost of our Sinister Strike. Maybe opening with 1 point in Slice and Dice is not bad for most encounters. I did some leatherworking as well, and I don't know if you guys want to see this stuff. I could save the crafting for the ends of episodes, as I've sometimes done in the past. But I did work on a little bit of leatherworking. We made a cloak, a chest piece, bracers, and boots. Made one of everything we could make for right now. I also have some armor kits that I should probably just go ahead and put on for the additional armor. It's not going to be a lot of help, but anything is better than nothing. We can't put it on our shirt. It goes on the chest. And there we go. That's all we can do for right now. Get that additional armor will help us survive a little bit more punishment, I hope. We don't need these anger shades. Yeah, we really need that second weapon. We need the second weapon, like, immediately. What was this little dagger we equipped? Or we picked up? Yeah, see, here we go. Let's just throw this into our offhand for right now. It sucks. It's not really good. But we can equip it. So, there we go. It's better than nothing, let's put it that way. I think we need to head back to the south here to find more of the dark wraiths that we need. And we need to loot, because looting is always good. I'm gonna take that dark wraith off your hands there, friend Warlock. Hope you don't mind. Okay, that is done. I think it would probably be a good idea just to go get this one turned in before we move on. We do have to visit the apprentice, Mervetta, out here. And she's gonna have a couple of things for us to do. But I think I want to run back and just get this one turned in. And that way we could see if it chains into anything else. I don't think it chains into another kill quest. It might send us out to the Far Strider Retreat, which we won't be going there yet, but we can just find out really quick here. Looks like they're dealing with some problems here. The continued push of the undead to kind of break into their little area. Here we go. Rune Warder Darien. This increase in Scourge attacks leads me to believe there might be a malfunction at one of the protective runestones at the border with the Ghostlands. We use these ancient stones to protect us against the undead. Most of them were destroyed or lost after the attack on the Sunwell. Follow the road south towards the Ghostlands and look to the west for a small path. You will find Rune Warder Darien by the runestone nearby.
The reckoning is at hand.
Okay, level 9. I think maybe we go and deal, well, that's level 10. 10. I guess we can go out to the east here, and then we're gonna have to We're going to have to go down into the Scorched Grove pretty soon to take care of those things. And when we do that, we'll circle along the south and we'll do the quest to find Rune Warder Darien. And I think we'll leave the breadcrumb quest until we're actually ready to go into the Ghostlands. I'm kind of worried though, because yeah, I feel like we're going to get quite a few more levels here, so maybe we'll just turn this in and start the follow-up, but we won't actually go into the Ghostlands, because I don't want to lose the quest experience, even as little as it might be. And I feel like if we wait until we're level 15 or 16 to turn this one in, we might miss out on that experience, so...
Our enemies will fall.
It's so nice of my old mentor to check on me. It's too bad she lost faith in my research long ago. Don't waste your time trying to get me to return to her. You can either help me with my research or leave. This was a fully functional arcane sanctum before Arthas and his army of Scourge decided to plow through it on their way to Silvermoon. Now it's as useful to us as any part of the Dead Scar. The soil is tainted. Undead are drawn to it, and the energy in the ley lines is completely disrupted. What I want to know is whether this taint is reversible or not. I want you to collect soil samples from this area so I can study them. Perhaps with time we can set things back to normal. Probably not. Even in the Cataclysm, nothing here ever changes. That is kind of weird. Man, you think about all the zones that got left behind in the Cataclysm. And have been left behind ever since, I guess. Tainted soil sample, is that all she has for us? Yeah, right now. Yeah, obviously we're not going to get away with avoiding combat with these guys. Well, at least they spawn a lot of it, and it even seems like maybe it respawns quickly, or maybe I just missed this one. But yeah, quite enough of it here for us to complete that pretty quickly. Let's get back over to her. And I'm pretty sure turning this in starts an event where we just fight a couple of waves of weaker enemies. So how many people am I going to pull here? Let's see if either of them drop by the time we get back to her, and then we'll fight anybody who's still aggroed. Okay, they both gave up.
The dark times will pass.
Excellent, I will cast an augmentation enchantment on the samples so I can more clearly analyze the taint on the soil.
We will have justice.
Such dark energy. How can this be possible?
State your business.
Something's wrong. I sense the presence of Scourge. Be ready to fight them.
Remember the Sunwell.
My endeavors are hopeless. The very nature of the soil has been altered. The taint is irreversible. Thank you for your assistance. I'll need to ask you one last favor. As discouraging as my results are, they still contain valuable data. I must have a Magister review my work before it is taken seriously. Please take these notes to Magistrix Landra, Dawnstrider at Fairbreeze Village west of here.
Be ready for anything.
Okay, and yeah, we are going to head back to town. And that kind of clears up this area. We have the Amani invasion over here. We're going to get to that. But it's level 11, so it can wait a little bit. And I think we can stand just to kind of run past these guys here. Let's angle for this part over here. We can actually sprint because we are a rogue and we got sprint at level 10. It has a 5-minute cooldown. And yeah, that's quite a speed boost for us, actually. Not bad. Not a bad little speed boost. We've got some undead here making their way towards the fortifications. You know what? Not today. We need to work on our dagger skill anyway, so fighting a couple additional guys is not a bad idea. Alright, daggers are almost maxed out. The one thing I'm not sure of is I'm not sure where to buy the last item we need for The Party Never Ends. Springpaw appetizers. So that's going to be from the Far Strider Retreat. Okay, so we haven't gone out there yet.
The dark times will pass.
Research notes. You've something for me? These notes are shocking. If they're correct, it means the damage to the land on the Dead Scar is irreversible. I'll notify the Grand Magister right away. More reason for our race to escape this world and find our true fate in Outland. No. I mean, Outland's a broken husk of a world. You're not gonna find your true fate there. You just kinda... You want to find another zone in Azeroth
Hold your head
to call home. You know what I mean? Alright guys, I think this is going to be a good place for us to take a little break, soak up some rested experience. Next time we're going to head down here to the south and west. We're going to go into the Scorched Grove, circle around, take care of all this stuff. And after that we'll move into the eastern part of the zone and begin questing over there. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear from you. As always, thank you so much for being here with me today and spending your time with me in Azeroth. It really does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth sometime soon. Bye now.